Hi Cancer, this is a general reading for the week commencing 25th September 2017. That's a 3-card spread using Major Arcana, and I'm reading towards me. So let's see what we have for you one last cut. Righty ho, here we go. We have the Fool, the Emperor, and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Now there are two ways of reading this 3-card spread. There's either chronologically from left to right, the beginning of the week, middle of the week, end of the week, and or there is the first card being things as you see them, the third card being things as they really are, and the middle card being the veil, that which is preventing you from seeing things as they really are. And as I say that, I'm getting a very, very strong sense about this, Cancer. I think there is someone up to no good. Now, whether this is, and I really don't think, I think this is you. This is you, and I think you don't want to see it. Perhaps you don't want to see it. And perhaps you are kind of relying in your mind in order to explain this thing away, or blind yourself to this thing, or kind of nullify it, cancel it out, and make it not the case. You're relying on some sort of system of thought, some sort of perhaps a set of internal rules that you have for yourself, and the fact that this is, I don't know whether this is an external sort of, if what I fear is the case, then would happen. And because hasn't happened, then what I fear to be the case isn't. But the excuse me, the set of rules here in the Emperor, the authority, you know, the law, you know, it's very possible to be selective with the law, is it not? And the law is full of loopholes and all bloody rest of it. But I think this really worries me. This really worries me as an outcome card for this, because this dude don't stand a bloody chance against her upside down. Doesn't stand a bloody chance. I mean, there is another possibility, of course, that this one here, this sort of, I was going to say empty-headed, but I don't mean it that meanly. I mean, open-minded, perhaps. Open-minded energy here perhaps might be able to protect itself with this. But I definitely don't. I mean, the High Priestess in reverse, I mean, to me, the High Priestess is the gift, the spiritual gift of compassionate wisdom and wise compassion. Because there's a great saying I came across from Tibetan Buddhism, I believe, that says that compassion without wisdom is foolishness, and wisdom without compassion is bondage. But I don't think either of those things, that's something to chew on, isn't it, Cancer? Fucking hell. I don't think either of those things is the case here. What I'm seeing here, yeah, is simply it's either lack of wisdom and lack of compassion, or the opposite of wisdom, which is foolishness, and the opposite of compassion, which is selfishness. And because compassion is an act of generosity. but there's definitely something not good going here. So I want, or do I want to clarify this, whether you're hiding behind some set of rules in order to blind yourself from the reality of this, or whether you are in a position in your innocent kind of open-minded way here to have recourse to a set of rules to protect yourself from this. I'm going to ask for some clarification. Hopefully, I'm asking for some clarification on this card. Okay, the Tower. Wow. Wow. I'll tell you what, that's the first time I've had the Tower in the upright for bloody ages. Okay, what a contrast. Because here, with the Emperor in the upright, we've got order. And here, we've got structures being destroyed randomly. A bolt from the blue. There's nothing, this is not karmic. You know, not everything that happens is karmic. I mean, of course, it is one's karma to be present when a fucking disaster comes out of the blue. But, yeah, and sometimes disasters are kind of passively passively manufactured and set up to happen. But that is not the case with the Tower. It never is. It's a natural disaster. So that at the moment this is not really helping me. Because it's difficult to see. Okay, I said I wasn't going to get anything up, but I'm going to get something on this because there's clearly something heavy coming up with this Tower energy. Sorry, this Tower energy. There's clearly something heavy coming up, but I'm so puzzled as to why it is coupled with this sense of order and and like benevolent order. And then we got this spiritual failure over here. So I'm going to ask for some more on this because, you know, this is the beginning and the end. But there is always a little doggy of memory and the scars. Can you see him there? The scars of what has gone before. Biting at this dude's bum as he wends his merry way. I'm going to get more on him. Wow, okay. Are you in love with someone? Are you, like, perhaps Cancer a bit doolally about someone? Well, I'll tell you what, if that is the case, by the end of the week, you're not going to be feeling like that about them. You're not going to be feeling like that about them. I'm going to come straight out and say it. I think someone who you would least expect to behave like a rank fucking bastard is going to indeed do that this week. The fact that this is the Sun would suggest to me that this is in a personal arena of your life and not a worldly business. But then, you know, the crossover between personal and worldly is huge. You know, at work, what goes on at work between people has bigger effects on us than most of us acknowledge. But yeah, to be honest, I think someone's going to shock the fucking life out of you this week. Someone who you thought was really cool is going to show themselves this week not to be. And you're going to kind of measure really quickly. You're going to have to work out whether what this person does is okay or not okay, and they are going to be found wanting and by you. And this is going to be a bit of a rough ride. I don't want to say at this stage. I don't want to say anything more about this because this is bad enough as it is. I mean, the High Priestess reversed. As I say, compassion is not there, wisdom is not there. So, and it looks like you thought it was. You really thought it was. So I'm going to pull one more card to see if there's something nice. Ah, okay. Now, I always see this, but perhaps that's just my sort of character. I always see this as a card of benevolence. This is benevolent, but it's really quiet. It's really, really quiet. But you know what goes on in this chap's mind? I mean, he doesn't say much, but when he does speak, I think that this is the kind of chap people go to without telling anyone. You know, if there's some sort of conundrum going on in their life, people don't say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go and ask the hermit about my fucking marriage or whatever, my problems." They sneak off, and this person knows a lot of people's secrets. If people are talking to him, they're sharing their secrets with him. I'll put it that way. And he holds them. He holds them. And he's measured and quiet and contemplative. And I think that's where you're going to end the week, Cancer. I think I don't want to say anything more about that. You know, that's yeah. It's going to be a bit of a roller coaster, and you're going to. It's not wounds so much. I don't think this can hurt you, but I think there's a sense of shock coming up that someone's going to do something you really wouldn't have expected them to do, and it's going to take you a while to sort of process it and think, well, they did hold on, they've actually done this, and they've done this, and they've done this, fuck, shit. And you're going to suddenly realise, basically, or conclude that this person is not good for you. But you've done it in time, okay? You've done it in time. So well done, you, Cancer. It's not going to be a pleasant realisation, but it is a just one. I'll put it that way. I guess it is a just one. I mean, to me, the horrible realisation that someone who you thought was possessed of wisdom and compassion is in fact not. And not only that, they are perhaps also possessed of the direct opposite qualities. Getting wise to that and secreting yourself away from that person is a good thing, personally. Anyway, please leave me a comment if you'd like to, if that's how it goes, or if this resonates with you, or even if it doesn't. It'd be interesting to see. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and the email address for a private reading is in the description box below. Okay, all best, Cancer. Cheers, bye-bye.